Welcome all my pupils of 6th grade primary school. That's our weekly time, and today you will continue our revision which we have started the last episode. So today we have a very important collection of questions that will be in your exams, God willing, inshallah. So let's start without delaying because I'm very late today. First question is that complete the following sentence, and in this question I advise you please read the question carefully till the end word. Again, read the question carefully till the end word before you answer any point of them. So let's start with the first question. First question says that the light bulb consists of point, and point. The light bulb consists of point, and point. Surely I know you, all of you know this answer. Light bulb consists of a base, glass bulb, and filament. Light bulb consists of base, glass bulb, filament, or we can say filament, glass bulb, base, filament, base, glass bulb. The arrangement here is not necessary. Again, the light bulb consists of base, glass bulb, and filament. Another question. Materials are classified into point and point according to their electrical conductivity or conductivity of electricity. Again, materials are classified into point and point according to conductivity of electricity. Surely they are electrical conductors or electric conductors and also electric insulators. Again, materials are classified into electric conductors and electric insulators according to their conductivity of electricity. Another question. Suction pump is point, while point is a second class lever. In this question, we want the type of lever in the suction pump. Suction pump, as we know, is a first class lever. Suction pump is a first class lever, while wheelbarrow, nutcracker, bottle opener, any type or any example of second class lever is a second class lever like the wheelbarrow. Again, the question says suction pump is a first class lever, while wheelbarrow is a second class lever. Wheelbarrow is a second class lever. And we know that second class lever is the best type. Why? Or give reason? Because second class lever always saves effort. Again, because second class lever always saves effort. Another question. Light bulb changes point energy into point energy. Light bulb changes what? Changes electrical energy into light energy. Again, light bulb changes electric energy into light energy. Another question. Filament of the electric lamp. Filament of the electric lamp is made of tungsten. Filament of the electric lamp is made of tungsten. Filament of the electric lamp is made of tungsten. And we know that tungsten. Why? Why we choose tungsten in the filament of the electric lamp? Because it has high melting point. Because it has high melting point. The filament of the electric lamp is made of tungsten because it has high melting point. So now we have a caller from Giza. Ahmed, hello, how are you?
I am fine, thank you.
Okay, Ahmed, you have a question or you want to be asked?
No, I want to be asked.
Okay, Ahmed, you have a question now on the monitor. It's a problem of lever. Okay, Ahmed?
Okay.
Okay, I will read this for you, Ahmed. If a boy sits on a seesaw, its weight is 250 Newton at a distance about 100 centimeters. Again, Ahmed, it's a problem of lever. Okay, Ahmed? مسألة lever يا أحمد. If a boy sits on a seesaw, its weight is 250 Newton at a distance about 100 centimeters from the fulcrum, and a girl sits on the other side. Her weight is 200 Newton. Calculate the distance suitable to set this girl to make balance. Okay, Ahmed? Okay. First step, Ahmed, أول خطوة. What is the first? The lever law. نكتب القانون، صح يا أحمد؟ Okay, let's try the lever law.
The lever says that distance by its arm equal effort by its arm.
Yeah, surely, Ahmed. Effort, we'll write it. Effort by effort force arm. Okay, equal resistance by resistance arm. Okay, Ahmed. Okay, so here I will consider the weight of the boy is the effort. 250.
Then
by effort force arm 100 centimeter.
250.
Yeah.
200
200 here.
100.
200 is the weight of that girl, and resistance arm isn't found. So
equal
here I want the resistance
250
arm.
by 100 and the resistance equal to 200.
Resistance arm equal what?
200.
250.
resistance لا resistance force equal 200.
250 أحمد by 100
يبقى
divide 200.
250 by 100
Yeah.
over 200.
equal what? 0 with the two zeros, divide 1, divide 2 equal 1, divide 2 equal 125. So it will be 125 centimeter. Okay, Ahmed?
Okay.
It will be 125 centimeter. Okay, so Ahmed told us is the first step of the lever law is that to write the lever law to answer any problem of lever. Okay? In any problem of lever, I must write at first the lever law. So again, Ahmed, another question of choose the correct answer. Okay?
Okay.
The question says that water rises from root to stem through endodermis, epidermis, wood cortex layer.
Water rises from the
What
root.
is the layer? Yeah, that help in rising of
rises
water.
from the root to stem. Okay.
We know that
Water
the root consists of 4 layers, Ahmed. Okay? Epidermis,
rises
cortex,
from,
wood, pith.
to stem by epidermis layer.
Ahmed, again, I don't hear you.
Epidermis layer.
Epidermis? No, Ahmed, wrong. The layer which is responsible for rising of water is that wood. Wood, Ahmed, the third layer. Wood or the xylem. Okay? Ahmed, concentrate. The layer, الطبقة, which is responsible for rising of water from root to stem is the third layer, الطبقة الثالثة, wood or xylem. Another question, Ahmed. All the following conduct electricity except iron, copper, clothes, aluminium. Ahmed? Clothes, okay, Ahmed. We said clothes, not clothes, Ahmed, okay? All the following conduct electricity except clothes. Why, Ahmed? Why clothes doesn't conduct electricity?
Because clothes is a bad conductor of electricity.
Because clothes is a bad conductor of electricity. Okay, Ahmed? Okay, Ahmed, thank you very much. Thank you for participation and wait for us today, Ahmed. We have a very important collection of questions. Thank you very much, Ahmed. Okay, let's review or let's have another questions of what we have studied this semester. And I think they are all very important questions. Please, if you can record them by your pen, by your paper, by anything you can record because they are very important questions. Another question of choose again. The question says that the partial solar eclipse appears in the area of umbra, penumbra, negative shadow, and umbra. The partial solar eclipse appears in the area of umbra, penumbra, negative shadow, and umbra. We know that partial occurs in the area of penumbra. Partial occurs in the area of penumbra. But what about the total eclipse? Total eclipse occurred in the area of umbra. So what about antumbra? Antumbra has another type, the third type of eclipse, which is called the annular eclipse or the annular eclipse. Again, the partial solar eclipse occurs or appears in the area of penumbra, but the total occurs in the area of umbra. So now we have another caller from Alexandria. Muhammad, how are you, Muhammad?
I'm fine, thank you.
Okay, Muhammad, you have a question or you want to be asked?
I want to be asked.
Okay, Muhammad, you have a choose question now, okay? The question says that the filament of the light bulb is made of tungsten. Tungsten, Muhammad, okay, very good, tungsten. Okay, Muhammad, give reason. The filament of the light bulb is made of tungsten.
Because it has high melting point.
Because it has high melting point. Excellent. Muhammad, another question. When we connect more than one bulb in parallel, an electric source, the lightning of the bulbs decreases, wait, Muhammad, decreases, increases, doesn't change, A, B, and C. Again, Muhammad?
Doesn't change.
Doesn't change. Why, Muhammad? Why?
Because any lamp has each rose.
Muhammad, I think someone's cheating you. Okay, Muhammad. Because each lamp in the parallel connection works independently. لأن كل لمبة بتشتغل باستقلال another or from the other lamps. Okay, Muhammad? Because all lamps or because each lamp in parallel connection works independently. تشتغل باستقلال. Another question for you, Muhammad. The question says that the plant makes its own food through point process. Respiration. What, Muhammad?
Photosynthesis process.
Photosynthesis process. Okay, Muhammad, can you tell me what are the requirements for photosynthesis process? What does the plant need for photosynthesis process? What does the plant need for photosynthesis process? النبات محتاج ايه؟ Sunlight.
Water and mineral salts.
Water, mineral salts.
Carbon dioxide gas.
Carbon dioxide gas. And what else, Muhammad? There is 4 things. في حاجة رابعة يا محمد تاني. You said 3 things, Muhammad. You said sunlight, water and mineral salts.
Carbon dioxide
Carbon
gas.
dioxide. There is something number 4. Chlorophyll. Chlorophyll is the green matter which is found in the plant leaves itself. Okay? Chlorophyll is a very important material which is found in the plant to absorb sunlight to make photosynthesis process. Another question for you, Muhammad. You are a very excellent pupil. Another question for you. The question says that the first class lever differs from the second class lever in
the position of fulcrum.
The absence of the active force, the presence of the fixed point, the position of the fulcrum, the presence of the resistance, surely the position of the fulcrum. Excellent, Muhammad. Muhammad, can you tell me what's meant by first class lever?
It is the lever in which fulcrum between resistance and effort force.
So what about second class lever?
It is the lever in which resistance between the fulcrum and the effort force.
Okay, the last question for you, Muhammad. What's meant by third class lever?
It is the lever in which the effort force lies between.
Effort force lies between
the fulcrum.
Resistance and fulcrum. Excellent, Muhammad. And thank you very much for your participation. Thank you, Muhammad. Okay, let's return back to our important question today. Another question of choose questions. The question says that when the moon comes between the sun and the earth, what happens? When the moon comes between the sun and the earth, what happens? Tornado, solar eclipse, lunar eclipse, tsunami. Again, when the moon comes between the sun and the earth, what happens? Solar eclipse or tornado or lunar eclipse or tsunami. Surely when the moon in the middle, what happened? It's a very interesting phenomena which we observed in our video. It is the solar eclipse. Again, it is the solar eclipse. أو خسوف الشمس أو كسوف الشمس. Okay, so now we have another caller from Cairo. Muhammad from Cairo, how are you?
Hello, I am fine, thank you.
Okay, Muhammad, you have a question?
Yes.
What's your question? Or you want to be asked?
I want to ask.
You want to be asked, Muhammad? Okay. I have a question for you, Muhammad. It's a choose question, okay? Choose the correct answer.
Okay.
You are ready? Okay. So the question says that the filament of the light bulb is made of tungsten because it has low density, has low melting point, has high melting point, reacts with oxygen.
Has high melting point.
Very good. Excellent, Muhammad. So we choose filament or we choose tungsten to make the filament of the light bulb because it has high melting point. Because it has high melting point. So another question for you, Muhammad.
Okay.
The question says that tweezers are considered as the third class lever because the fulcrum is between resistance force and effort force. The effort force is between resistance force and fulcrum. The resistance force is between the effort force and fulcrum. The resistance force and effort force affect on the same point.
The effort force between resistance force and fulcrum.
We know that third class lever has effort force between the resistance force and fulcrum. Excellent, Muhammad. Another question.
Okay.
To observe the solar eclipse safely, we must wear or you should wear, to observe the solar eclipse safely, you should wear special glasses, heavy clothes, medical glasses, lenses.
Special clothes.
Special glasses. Why, Muhammad? Give reason. We must wear special glasses to observe the solar eclipse. Why? Give reason.
Because the sun emits harmful rays in the ultraviolet rays and infrared rays.
Jamil, because the sun emits harmful radiation such as ultraviolet and infrared radiation that may cause blindness to the eye. ممكن تسبب لا قدر الله عمى للعين. Okay? Another question, Muhammad. The question again of choose the correct answers. The question says, which of the following is a second class lever? We have 4 choices: sweet holder, wheelbarrow, seesaw, hockey pet.
wheelbarrow طبعا.
Wheelbarrow is a second class lever. Can you give me another example, Muhammad, from the second class lever?
Stapler.
Stapler, yeah. Bottle opener. Second class lever, Muhammad. Wheelbarrow, bottle opener, stapler.
I'm thinking.
Nutcracker.
Nutcracker.
Okay, Muhammad. The last question for you, Muhammad.
Okay,
The question says that plugging many machines to one socket may cause electric overload, heating up the wires, fire, A, B, and C.
A, B, and C.
Very good, excellent, Muhammad. A, B, and C, because we know that plugging many machines to one socket may cause electrical overload, that's right. Heating up the wire, that's also right. And may cause fire, and that's also right. So the answer will be all the previous choices, or A, B, and C. So thank you, Muhammad, for your participation, and wait for us today. We have a very important collection of questions. Thank you very much, Muhammad. Okay, another question says that in the annular solar eclipse, the moon size appears point the size of the sun. We know that in this type of eclipse, in the annular eclipse, we see the black disk of the sun, or the black ring of the sun only, because the moon covers most of the sun. So the size of the moon will be smaller than the size of sun, in the annular eclipse. But what about in the total eclipse? It will be equal to the size of the sun. So again, we must concentrate. We must differentiate between the size of the moon and the size of the sun in each type of eclipse. The size of the moon in the total eclipse will be maybe equal to the size of the sun, but in the annular will be smaller than the size of the sun. So now we have another caller from El Gharbiya, Ahmed. Hello, Ahmed.
Hi.
How are you, Ahmed?
I'm fine, thank you.
How is science with you?
It's easy.
Okay, you have a question, Ahmed, or you want to be asked?
I wanted to be asked.
Okay, Ahmed, I have a choose question for you. The question says that root hair absorbs water by swallowing, osmosis, voluntary features, respiration. Root hair absorbs water by what?
Root hair?
Yeah. Absorbs water by swallowing, osmosis, voluntary feature, respiration.
Osmosis.
Yeah, surely osmosis. Ahmed, can you tell me what's meant by osmosis? What's meant by osmosis process?
Osmosis process?
Yeah, osmosis process.
Osmosis process.
Yeah, what's meant by osmosis process? إيه معنى osmosis?
It is transformation of water molecules through
Permeable membrane.
membrane.
That's all, Ahmed?
It is transformation of water
Ahmed,
molecules
wait.
through the membrane.
Wait, Ahmed, it's transmission of water molecules through a semi-permeable membrane from what to what? منين لمنين يا
From
أحمد?
an area with high concentration of water to an area
surely.
with low concentration of water.
From an area of high concentration of water to an area of low concentration of water. So what about if I want to take about salts? لو عايز أتكلم عن الsalts عن الأملاح.
What?
لو عايز أتكلم عن الأملاح, I can say osmosis is a transmission of water of an area of low concentration of salts to an area of high concentration of salts. Okay, Ahmed?
Okay.
We must take care. Water is the opposite to salts. Concentration of water is the opposite to concentration of salts. So another question for you, Ahmed.
Okay.
The lunar eclipse occurs in the point of the lunar months. In the middle, in the end, in the beginning, in the first 3 days.
In the middle.
In the middle of lunar months, في منتصف الشهر القمري. Again, another question for you, Ahmed.
Okay.
During the start of total lunar eclipse, the color of the moon tends to be gray, yellow.
Tends to be red.
Yeah, surely, excellent, Ahmed. Red. Okay, Ahmed, can you give me reason for this phenomena? Why the moon tends to be red?
Because the sun produces infrared radiation.
That's all. You can complete.
Because
the sun produces.
Because the moon produces infrared radiation.
No, not the moon, Ahmed. Not the moon at all. Because the sun produces infrared radiation that are refracted from the Earth's surface.
Because the sun produce infrared
Radiations
radiation without being eclipsed.
without being what?
Eclipsed.
Eclipsed? No, that's the wrong answer. Okay, Ahmed, I will say to you the answer correctly. Okay, نكتبها مع بعض. Okay, Ahmed, the question says that give reason the moon tends to be red during the total lunar eclipse. Okay.
Total lunar eclipse.
Ahmed, wait, Ahmed.
أنا
Study it in details now. Okay.
Sorry,
Okay. Give
أنا
reason.
سمعت السؤال.
Ahmed, be quiet. The question says that the moon tends to be red during the total lunar eclipse. Why? Because
The moon tends. ثانية بس الأسئلة سمعتها حاجة تانية.
Okay, Ahmed,
معلش.
because some rays are refracted. يعني بعض الأشعة بتنكسر are refracted from the Earth's surface, from the Earth's or the
الموت
Earth's
أبطال بالذات
atmosphere.
Earth atmosphere.
Yeah, from the Earth's atmosphere and reaching
Reaching to
the moon.
the moon.
Okay, so the answer again, Ahmed, the correct answer would be that because some rays are refracted from the Earth's atmosphere and reaching the moon. Okay, that's the cause or that's the reason of why the moon tends to be red. Okay,
ثانية
Ahmed?
بس الأسئلة سمعتها in the start of solar eclipse مش lunar.
No, Ahmed, the start of total lunar eclipse, Ahmed. Okay.
أنا سمعتها solar.
Okay, Ahmed. Okay, I will give you another question to compensate your answer. Okay, عشان تعوض إجابتك يا أحمد. Okay. So again, another question of choose question. The question says that levers were first described in 260 before Christ by the Greek scientist what?
Archimedes.
Archimedes. Surely, Ahmed, Archimedes. Thank you, Ahmed, for your participation and wait for us today. Thank you very much. Okay. So now another question. The question says that transpiration is a process. Transpiration, as we know, is a process where the plant lose the excess water from holes called stomata, and we know that stomata are widely spread on the lower surface of the plant leaves. Why? Or give reason to reduce transpiration process. Transpiration process عملية مهمة جدا، لكن in the same time في نفس الوقت it loses water from the plant. So stomata must be reduced، لازم نقللها شوية to save water for the plant. So the question says that transpiration is a process where the plant gaining water or getting water is the same meaning, absorbing water, losing water, A and B. Surely we know that transpiration أو عملية النتح is a process where the plant loses water from what? From holes or from some openings called stomata. Again, transpiration is a process where the plant loses water or lose the excess water from the stomata. Another question. In the annular solar eclipse, the moon size appears. It's a repeated question. Larger than, smaller than, equal to, or more tiny. So it will be smaller than the size of the sun. In the annular solar eclipse, the moon size appears smaller than the size of the sun. Another question. It's a new type of question. What's meant by? We need a definition. So what happened if you don't have a definition at your book? You don't have a definition at your syllabus. You can make your own definition. يعني لو مش عندي definition في المنهج ممكن أعمل definition from my own mind من دماغي أنا. Okay? So let's start or let's practice how to make a definition for what we have studied. What's meant by lever? What's meant by lever? We know that lever, it's a rigid bar, straight or curved, that rotates around a fixed point called fulcrum and is affected by an effort force and resistance force. We can simplify this definition by ممكن أختصر الديفينيشن ده وأقول it's a rigid bar, straight or curved, that rotates around fulcrum and has two forces which are effort force and resistance force. We can say the definition by more than one way. بقوله من أكتر من طريقة as I understand the definition or as I understand what I have studied in my syllabus. So now we have another caller from Alexandria. Yusuf, how are you?
I am fine, thank you.
Okay, Yusuf, how is science with you?
It's easy.
Okay, you have a question, Yusuf, or you want to be asked?
I want to be asked.
Okay, Yusuf, I have a question for you. That's what's meant by, okay? You are
Okay.
ready? Okay, the question says that what's meant by electric current? What's meant by electric current?
It is
إيه ده؟ What's meant by electric current? What's meant by electric current? التيار الكهربي يوسف. Okay? Okay, Yusuf.
It
It
is
is the
it is electricity.
no, it is the flow of electric charges, electrons.
It consists of
Yusuf, electric current, not the electric circuit. التيار الكهربي مش الدائرة الكهربية. Okay, Yusuf?
okay.
Again, electric current is a
It's
flow.
material that
Yusuf, concentrate please. It's the flow of electric charges or electrons through a material conducting electricity. Okay, Yusuf?
okay.
Okay, another question. The question says that what's meant by fulcrum?
Fulcrum, it is the rigid bar.
No, rigid bar, it's a lever. Fulcrum is a fixed
Point.
Yeah, what? Complete? Fixed point
It is
where?
It is a fixed point that rotates
Yeah,
around.
where the bar rotates on. Very good, Yusuf. Fulcrum is a fixed point where the bar rotates on. So, Yusuf, I will give you some lever to classify. Okay, Yusuf?
Okay.
Okay, I will give you suction pump. What's type of suction pump? Suction pump.
Fulcrum bar.
No, suction pump. إيه نوعها يوسف? What
Ferrous.
type of lever is suction pump?
Ferrous.
Ferrous class lever. So what about the seesaw?
Seesaw,
الأرجوحة أو
Seesaw
المرجيحة.
ferrous.
Ferrous. Okay. What about the bottle opener?
Bottle opener
فتحة
second.
زجاجات. Bottle
Second
opener.
class lever.
Second class lever. So what about the fishing hook? Or
Third
fishing
class
tool?
lever.
Third class lever. The last one of them. What about the manual broom?
Third class lever.
Okay, Yusuf, I'll give you the last question. It's give reason question, okay?
Okay.
Give reason. Second class lever is the best type of lever. Second class lever is the best type of lever.
Because it has resistance between effort and fulcrum.
Okay, why? Why it's the best type of lever?
Because it has resistance
because-
between fulcrum and effort.
Because second class lever always saves effort because it has effort force arm longer than resistance arm. Okay, Yusuf? I want
Okay.
to write this question for Yusuf, okay? The question says that give reason, second class lever is the best type. Okay, Yusuf?
Okay.
Why second class lever is the best type? Because second class lever, because second
First arm.
class lever,
Because first arm.
because second class lever has effort force arm
Larger than.
or I can write this sign. You know the sign, Yusuf?
Okay.
Bigger than or larger than or greater than,
Resistance R.
any meaning of them. Greater than resistance R.
R.
Resistance R. Okay? So that's all. So I can say, so it always
So
save-
effort force.
saves effort.
So
هي دايما
effort-
بتوفر مجهود. So we considered the second class lever is the best type. Why? Because it always saves effort as it has effort force arm longer than the resistance arm. Longer than the resistance arm. That's the last question for Yusuf. Thank you very much for your participation and wait for us today. Thank you very much, Yusuf. Okay, so let's return back to our definition or our what's meant by question. And in this question, I advise you, please, you can make the definition from your own mind, not from your book. Okay? If you understand the definition, you can make this definition by more than way, by any way. So another question says that, what's meant by effort force? What's meant by effort force? We know that effort force, which is exerted by a person to equilibrate the resistance, or I can say it is the force which is exerted by a person to do something, or I can say it is a force which is done by a person to do something or to help in doing another thing. Okay, so again I can make a definition from my own mind, not from my book. Another question says that resistance force. What's meant by resistance force? Resistance force, that is a force which is resulted from the weight of the body that we want to move. Again, it is a force which is resulted from the weight of the body that we want to move. Again, resistance force that is resulted from the weight of the body that we want to move. Another question. Electric lamp, and now we will give this question for a new caller from Giza. Ahmed, how are you?
Okay.
How are you, Ahmed?
I am fine, thank you.
Okay. Ahmed, you have a question you want to be asked?
I want to be asked.
Okay, Ahmed, I have a question now. What's meant by the electric lamp? What's meant
The
by?
tools that have that convert
Change, that
electric
change or
energy
convert?
to light energy.
Okay, Ahmed said that electric lamp is the tool that convert or that changes the electric energy into light energy. Again, Ahmed said that electric lamp, they are tools that convert electric energy into light energy. Very good, Ahmed, excellent. I will give you another question.
Okay.
The question says that, what's meant by electric circuit? What's meant by electric circuit?
It is a closed path. It is a closed and continuous
Closed and continuous path. Okay, I helped you, Ahmed.
with the electric current passes through it, making a complete circuit.
Making a complete cycle. Okay, Ahmed, you said that it's a closed and continuous path through which the electric current will pass, making a complete cycle. So, Ahmed, can you tell me what are the components of the electric circuit?
Electric circuit
Consists of what?
Battery.
Battery?
It works as a source of electric current.
Ahmed, wait, slowly. You must be quiet.
Okay. Battery,
I
electric
can see you are in
wires,
a hurry.
and
مستعجل ليه
a
يا أحمد?
lamp.
Again, Ahmed, what are the components of the electric circuit? Because I want to draw this. عايزين نسمع مع بعض. Okay? The electric. Again, what are the components of the electric circuit?
Okay. It consists of battery.
Battery, yeah. Battery like
Electric
this.
wires.
Electric wire.
Lamp.
Lamp, very good. That's all.
And the negative and the positive pole.
No, battery contains the negative and positive pole. This is a battery. There is something lost, Ahmed. You said battery, wire, battery or dry cell, wire and lamp. There is something missed. في حاجة أنت ما قلتهاش يا أحمد. This thing.
Positive and negative pole.
No, Ahmed, concentrate. This thing, I help you. What is this thing which I use to open and close the electric circuit? The key. The key, المفتاح or the switch. Okay, Ahmed? The key or the switch. مفتاح أحمد. Okay?
Okay.
So I have 4 components in the electric circuit which are battery or dry cell, lamp, wire, and at last key or the switch. Okay, Ahmed? You said that electric circuit is a closed and continuous path through which the electric current will pass, making a complete cycle. So another question for you, Ahmed. It's a new type of question, and it's write the scientific term. You are ready?
Okay, I am ready.
The question says that an inert gas that is used in the electric lamp. An inert gas that is used in the electric lamp.
Argon gas.
Argon gas. So Ahmed, why we put argon gas or inert gas in the electric lamp? Give reason question.
To protect the filament from burning when it heats up and increases its lifetime.
To, again, Ahmed, please.
To protect the filament.
To protect the filament from burning. To protect the filament from burning and increase the lifetime of that lamp. Okay, Ahmed, thank you very much for your participation. And wait for us today. You have a very important collection of questions, as I said before. Thank you very much, Ahmed. Okay, let's go back to our question today. The question says that, scientific term again, the material that is used in putting out the electric fire. The material that is used in putting out electric fire. Surely we cannot use the water because we know that water is good conductor of electricity. But what can we use instead of it to put out electric fire? Surely we can use sand or fire extinguisher or carbon dioxide gas. Any material except water can be used to put out electric fire. Why? Because water is a good conductor of electricity that may increase the electric fire. Another question says that levers that have the resistance between the effort force and the fulcrum. Again, levers that have the resistance between effort force and the fixed point, which is the fulcrum. Surely we know that levers that have the resistance, the letter R in the middle, and we know that secret word في كلمة سر ORF. So if R in the middle, it will be second class lever. Second class lever, they are the levers that have the resistance between effort force and fulcrum. So now we have another caller from Cairo. Ayman, how are you, Ayman? Ayman?
Hello?
Hello, Ayman, how are you?
Thank you.
How is science with you?
Easy.
Easy. Okay, Ayman. You have a question, Ayman?
Thank you.
You have a question you want to be asked?
Easy.
Ayman, you have a question?
Yes.
What's your question, Ayman?
What do you ask?
You want to be asked. Okay. Ayman, the question says that write scientific term. Write the scientific term. Levers that have the fixed point between the effort force and the resistance. Levers that have the fixed point between the effort force and the resistance. Ayman, they are type of levers. Yeah.
Third class level.
Third class levers, the fixed point. Ayman, concentrate. Fixed point means fulcrum. مين lever اللي عندها fulcrum in the middle between the effort force and the resistance. Ayman, concentrate. Levers that have fixed point between the effort force and the resistance, or levers that have fulcrum between effort force and resistance. It will be first class lever. Ayman, concentrate. Another question for you, Ayman. What's meant by electric shock? Ayman, what's meant by electric shock? What's meant by electric shock? It's easy, Ayman. Electric shock. What happened, or when will electric shock happen? When what touches you?
I don't know.
You don't know. Okay, Ayman. Electric shock is the result of an electric current passing through the human body. Ayman, can you tell me what's meant by lever? Can you tell me what's meant by lever? It's the first thing we have started this semester. What's meant by lever? Okay, Ayman. What are the type of levers? What are the type of lever? Okay, Ayman, we have lost your connection. Okay, so let's back to our question today. The electric shock, as I said, is what is resulted from passing of the electric current through the human body, and we must occur when dealing with electricity. It will be very dangerous or may cause death, so we must take care on dealing with electricity. Electric shock is a result of an electric current passing through the human body. So another type of question which I'm sure all of you love this question or like this question, but some pupils, very little pupils, hate these questions. Please, in give reason question, I advise you read the question carefully and answer the question in your mind, at your mind, before you write anything. Again, answer the question at your mind at first. لازم أجاوب السؤال الأول في دماغي أنا شخصيا to know how to write in this question. So give reason question isn't or aren't very difficult, as we know, as we fear from them, but we must know all of them are very easy question and important question at the same time. So we must read them carefully and answer the question at your mind before you answer any word of it. So let's start with the first question of give reason. The question says that argon is used in filling the electric lamp instead of atmospheric air. The question says that argon is used in the electric lamp instead of the atmospheric air. ليه بنستخدم الارجون في electric lamp? Surely the answer will be that because argon is an inert gas that prevent burning. Because argon that an inert gas that prevent burning, and surely you will increase the lifetime of the lamp. Again, because argon is an inert gas that prevent burning, and so it increases the lifetime of the lamp. Another question. Water cannot be used to put out the fire resulting from electricity. Water cannot be used to put out the fire resulting from electricity because we know that water is a good conductor of electricity. So we cannot use water. Why? Because water, as I said before, is a good conductor of electricity. But what can we use to put out the electric fire? We can use sand. We can use sand or fire extinguisher out of fire الحريق, or we can use carbon dioxide gas or anything which is bad conductor or insulator of electricity. Again, water cannot be used to put out the fire resulting from electricity because water is good conductor of electricity. Another question. The light bulb in the house are connected in parallel. Why we connect the light bulbs at our home or at our houses in parallel? Because we know that when one of the lamp is damaged or turned off, all the other lamp in the house will still working again, because when one of the lamp is damaged or turned off, all the other lamps in the house will still working. لو في لمبة منهم حصل لها تلف أو اتطفت أو أي حاجة زي كده, all the other lamp still working. كل لمبة تظل زي ما هي without effect or without any effect from the other lamp. So I can say another word in another word بطريقة تانية, because in parallel. Welcome my pupil of 6th grade primary school, and now we will continue our revision which we have started from a while, so please concentrate. These are a very important collection of questions. Please, if you can, record this question because they are very important. I'm sure most of them will be in your exam, inshallah. So we have started the question of what happened in the last time. The question says, now what happened if a man touches uncovered wires? Again, if a man touches uncovered wire carrying electric current, what happened? Surely we know that he will be shocked by an electric shock. Again, he will be shocked by an electric shock. هيصاب بصاعقة كهربية أو mass كهربائي, as we have started. So again, I remind you, what are the electric dangers? There are three types, which are electric fire, electric burn, and at last electric shock, which happens when or when a man or when any person touches uncovered wire carrying electric current. Another question says that write scientific term, and in this question I advise you, please read the question carefully, especially the first word or the first two words. Again, especially the first word or the first two words, because they are the key word. هم بيكونوا مفتاح الحل غالبا. أسئلة scientific term مفتاح الحل فيها أول كلمة أو أول كلمتين. So the question says that levers that contain the fulcrum between effort, force, and resistance, levers that contain the fulcrum between effort, force, and resistance, surely they are the first class lever. And we know that first class lever contains fulcrum between effort, force, and resistance, and we have many examples of this lever, and this lever is the most common. هي أكثر نوع lever أو أكثرها شيوعا. Again, they are the most common levers in our daily life, but we must differentiate between the most common and the best type. The first class lever هي أكثر نوع شائع, the most common, but second class lever is the best type, as I said before. Okay? Another question. Levers that contain the resistance between effort, force, and fulcrum. Levers that contain the resistance between effort, force, and fulcrum. Lever اللي عندها resistance force between effort, force, and fulcrum, surely they would be the second class lever. Second class lever. Another question. Levers that contain the effort force between the fulcrum and the resistance. Levers that contain effort force between the fulcrum and resistance, surely they will be the third class lever. They will be the third class lever. Levers that contain the effort force and between fulcrum and resistance, they will be the third class lever. Another question. The fixed point of the rigid part. The fixed point of the rigid part, or the fixed point of the lever. We know that the lever is a rigid part, contains or rotates around the fixed point, which is called what? The fulcrum. So here the answer will be the fulcrum. The fixed point of the rigid part, the fulcrum. The fixed point of the rigid part is the fulcrum. Another question. The distance between the effort force and the fulcrum. The distance between the effort force and the fulcrum, surely the answer will be that the effort force arm. The effort force arm. And we use the effort force arm and the resistance arm in many things, such as the problem of lever, such as comparing between lever, which one is the best type, and so on. So again, the distance between the effort force and the fulcrum, it will be the effort force arm. It will be the effort force arm. Another question. The distance between the resistance and the fulcrum, the distance between the resistance and fulcrum, it will be the resistance arm. Resistance arm again is the distance between the resistance and fulcrum. And I remind you, right scientific term question is the opposite to what's meant by. دايما what's meant by هو عكس سؤال scientific term تماما, أو scientific term هو opposite of the what's meant by. So again, the distance between the resistance and fulcrum is the resistance arm. So now we have a caller from Sohag. Osama, how are you? How are you, Osama?
How are you?
How are you, Osama?
I'm fine, thank you.
Okay, how is science with you, Osama?
It's good.
It's good. Okay, so Osama, here I have a question for you. It's the right scientific term, okay?
Yes.
Write the scientific term. The question says that a part of the light bulb which is made of thin glass and contains an inert gas. A part of the light bulb which is made of thin glass and contains an inert gas. You will see it on the monitor now. Glass bulb, surely, excellent, Osama. It will be the glass bulb. We know that the part of the light bulb which is made of thin glass and contains an inert gas which is argon gas, surely will be the, okay, Osama, you will see it now. Okay, again, a part of the light bulb which is made of thin glass contains an inert gas. It will be the glass bulb. Another question, that's the question, Osama, okay? You saw it, okay, Osama? Okay, you answered correctly at all. Another question, a part of the light bulb that is coiled thin wire made of tungsten.
A part of the
That is coiled thin wire made of tungsten.
filament?
Yeah,
Filament?
filament, Osama, filament, not filament, okay? Filament, a part of the light bulb that is coiled thin wire made of tungsten. Osama, I will ask you another question. Give reason the filament of the light bulb is made of tungsten.
Because it has a high melting point.
Because it has high melting point. Okay, Osama, another question. It's a closed and continuous path through which the electric current will pass. It's a closed and continuous path through which the electric current...
Electric conductor?
No, Osama, concentrate. It's a closed and continuous path through which the electric current... What, Osama?
Electric shock?
No, Osama, concentrate. It's electric something. Electric what, Osama? It's a closed and continuous path through which the electric current will pass, and it contains battery, lamp, wire, and key. Electric what? It
Electric
will be
wire.
electric circuit, Osama. الدائرة الكهربية, Osama, okay? Again, it's the electric circuit which contains of four things. As I said before, they are the wire, the battery, the electric lamp, and at last the key or the switch, okay? Osama, another question for you, but please concentrate, okay? The way where the bulbs are connected in branching roots. The way where the bulbs are connected in branching roots. The way or the method, الطريقة بنوصل بيها bulbs in branching roots. At your home, Osama, surely this way is used to connect electric lamps.
Electric energy?
Osama, please, I have two ways for connection, which are...
infrared ray and...
Osama, please concentrate, Osama. They are series connection and parallel connection. Which way are used to connect electric lamp in branching roots? طرق متفرعة.
Parallel connection.
Yeah, surely, parallel connection. Parallel connection. Oh, so give reason, Osama. Lamps at your home are connected in parallel connection.
Because if one lamp damaged or turned off, the other lamp is turned off.
Because if one lamp is damaged, all the other lamp will turn off. Okay, excellent, Osama. That's the last question for you, okay? The American scientist who invented the light bulb. The American scientist who invented the
Thomas Alva Edison.
Thomas Alva Edison. Surely, Osama, excellent. Thomas Alva Edison. Thank you, Osama, for your participation and wait for us today. Thank you very much. Okay? So now let's go back to our questions. I have another question. The scientist who described the levers. The scientist who described the levers. Surely it will be Archimedes. Surely it will be Archimedes. Is the scientist who described the lever, not discovered the lever. We must differentiate. لازم نفرق كويس قوي بين described و discovered. هو وصف الليفر مش اكتشف الليفر. Again, scientists who described the levers, it is the Archimedes. Okay, another questions. Complete the following sentences. Complete the following sentences. The question says that Nutcracker and Bottle Opener are considered from the point class lever, from the space class lever. So again, nutcracker and bottle opener are considered from what? From second class lever. Again, nutcracker and bottle opener are considered from second class lever. Second class lever. Another question says that the electric shock occurs as a result of passing what? Through the human body. Again, the question says that the electric shock occurs as a result of passing the point through the human body. Passing what? Passing the electric current or the electricity. Again, passing the electric current or the electricity. So the question would be that the electric shock occurs as a result of passing electric current through the human body. Another question says, force by its arm equal what by what? Surely it will be the lever's law. قانون مهم جدا اسمه lever's law, and we use that in answering the problems of lever. Force by its arm equal resistance by its arm. Force by its arm equal resistance by its arm. Another question, another type of question. Choose the correct answer, and in this type I advise you, please read all the choices. اقرا كل اختيارات, because maybe there are more than one correct answer. ممكن يكون في أكتر من إجابة صح. Maybe A and B, A and C, all the previous A, B and C, and so on. So again, in this question, please read all the choices. First question says that all the following are third class lever except. All the following are third class lever except wheelbarrow, fish hook, manual broom, sweet holder. All the following are third class lever except what? Except surely the wheelbarrow. Why? Because the wheelbarrow is a second class lever. But all the rest answers, fish hook, manual broom, sweet holder, all of them are third class lever. Manual broom, sweet holder, fish hook, all of them are third class lever. So another question. All the following gases are used in the electric lamps except. All the following gases are used in the electric lamps except. كل الغازات دي ممكن تستخدم في electric lamp ما عدا argon, neon, xenon, atmospheric air. Sometimes some people don't know xenon. Xenon is an inert gas like argon, like neon, and we have 6 inert gases. Let me write them to no, not to study, but to know, to have an illustrated idea. Okay, so here I have some atmospheric gas or some inert gases. We have 6 inert gases only in chemistry or in science. We must know them for information, not for the syllabus. Okay, so inert gases are what? Inert gases are 6 gases, which are helium, neon, okay, neon, argon, which we use in the electric lamp or in the fluorescent lamp, both of them, helium, neon, argon, krypton, xenon, and at last radon. Okay, so we have 6 gases which are inert gas. Any one of them can be used in the electric lamp if it is available, هو متاح in our country. So again, we have 6 gases from inert gas, which are helium, neon, argon, krypton, xenon, radon. Any one of them we can use in the electric lamp if it is available. But in this question, I have a trick. في trick في السؤال ده. The question says that all the following gases are used in the electric lamp except argon, neon, xenon, atmospheric air. So the answer will be surely atmospheric air. Why? Because atmospheric air contains oxygen gas. And we know from our previous study in primary 4 that oxygen gas helps in burning. So we cannot use the atmospheric air in the electric lamp. Okay? So again, we cannot use the atmospheric air in the electric lamp or in any one of the electric lamp or fluorescent lamp or light bulb, because it contains oxygen gas that helps in burning. So the answer will be atmospheric air. Atmospheric air again cannot be used in the electric lamp or cannot be found in the electric lamp. Another question. All the following conduct electricity except iron, copper, close, aluminium. Iron, copper, close, aluminium. We know that iron, copper, aluminium are good conductor of electricity. But what about clothes? Clothes are made of wool or are made of cotton or polyester or synthetic polyesters. All of them are bad conductor of electricity or insulators of electricity. So again, all the following conduct electricity except clothes, not iron, not copper, and surely not aluminium. Another question. The partial solar eclipse appears in the area of umbra, penumbra, negative shadow, and umbra. Surely partial eclipse occurs in the area of penumbra, So let me remind you what are type of solar eclipse and also what type of lunar eclipse. So we have three types of solar eclipse. Okay, I remind you we have three types of solar eclipses, which are total, partial, and at last annular. Again, total, partial, and at last annular. So where does total eclipse occurs? In the area of umbra, So what about the partial occurs in the area of penumbra? So what about the annular eclipse occurs? In the area of umbra, So we must concentrate, we must occur. Partial begin with the letter T and the penumbra begin with the letter P. So again, partial eclipse occurs in the area of penumbra. So what about the annular? Occurs with the letter AN and it occurs in the area of umbra. So it begin with the letter AN and umbra also begin with the letter AN. So we must take care of this abbreviation or take care with this relation between the letters and type of eclipse. We have three types, which are total, partial, annular. Total eclipse occurs in the area of umbra. Partial eclipse occurs in the area of penumbra, and at last the annular eclipse occurs in the area of umbra. So now another question of choose the correct answer again. The filament of the light bulb is made of. This question is very easy, and I know all the exams will contain this question. This question is very easy and very common at the same time. هو سؤال سهل جدا لكن شائع جدا في نفس الوقت. Again, all or the filament of the light bulb is made of tungsten, copper, lead, and at last iron. The filament of the light bulb is made of copper, tungsten, lead, and iron. Surely the answer will be tungsten, because we know tungsten has high melting point. Another question. When you connect more than one bulb in parallel an electric source, the lightning of the bulbs decreases, increases, doesn't change, A, B, and C. Surely the answer will be doesn't change because it's a parallel connection. So what happens if I connect these lamps in series connection? Surely the lightning of the lamp will decrease. In case of series connection, and will doesn't change in case of parallel connection. So we must concentrate and differentiate between each type of them. Another question. The question says that the first class lever differs from the second class lever in what? The absence of the active force, the presence of the fixed point, the position of the fulcrum, the presence of the resistance. Surely the position of the fulcrum. Another question says that when the moon comes between the sun and the earth, what happened? Surely the solar eclipse happens. Again, when the moon comes between the sun and the earth, it will cause solar eclipse. So what happens if the earth comes between the moon and the sun? It will cause lunar eclipse. Again, when the moon comes between the sun and the earth, it will cause solar eclipse. So what happened? What happened if the earth in the middle? It will cause lunar eclipse. So now we have another caller from Cairo. Ahmed, how are you? Ahmed, how are you?
I'm confused.
Ahmed, can you make your voice louder? Ahmed, I can't hear you, Ahmed. we have lost connection with Ahmad. Ahmad, you can try again to call us. Okay. The filament of the light bulb is made of tungsten because it has low density, has low melting point, has high melting point, react with oxygen. The filament of the light bulb is made of tungsten because it has low density, has low melting point, has high melting point, react with oxygen. So, because it has high melting point, it has high melting point. Again, the filament is made of tungsten because it has high melting point. Another question. Tweezers is considered as a third class lever because what? Because it contains effort force between the fulcrum and resistance, because it contains, as I said before, effort force between the resistance and fulcrum. The resistance and fulcrum. Another question. To observe solar eclipse safely, you should wear special glasses, heavy clothes, medical glasses, lenses. To observe solar eclipse safely, you should wear surely special glasses. Special glasses. So now we have another caller from Cairo, Mariam.
Hello?
Hello, Mariam. How are you?
I'm fine, thanks.
How's science with you, Mariam?
It's good.
Okay, Mariam, I have a question here, and I answered this question from a while. The question says that to observe solar eclipse safely, you should wear special glasses. Give reason, Mariam.
Okay. Because the
sun?
retina will harm of the infrared rays and
ultraviolet radiation,
and it may cause blindness.
Okay, Mariam, you said a very wrong answer. Please let me simplify this answer, okay?
Okay.
You said that because sun radiates or produces infrared and ultraviolet radiation. Okay, Mariam?
Okay.
That may cause what, Mariam, to retina? May cause what?
It will blindness.
Blindness to retina, الشبكية. Okay, so we must wear special glasses. Why? To avoid or to protect our eyes from blindness, as the sun corona radiates or emits infrared radiation and ultraviolet radiation that may cause harm or blindness to the eye retina. Okay, Mariam?
Okay.
Okay, I have another question for you. It's about the last lesson about the plant. You are ready? Okay.
Okay.
You are ready?
Yes.
Okay. The question says that choose the correct answer. Each stoma has two what cells? Animal cells, guard cells, absorbing cells, woody cells.
Guard cells.
Guard cells. So again, each stoma has two guard cells. So what about the stoma, Mariam? What is the function of the stoma?
What?
What is the function of the stoma or the stomata?
The function of the stoma, this minute.
Okay.
Stoma.
Which is found or widely spread on the lower surface of the plant leaves. They help in losing of water in what process?
In transpiration.
Transpiration process. Surely, excellent, Mariam. Each stoma has two guard cells because stoma or stomata هي الكلمة البلورال، الكلمة الجمع. stoma هي السنجولار المفرد. Each stoma or the stomata help in losing of excess water from the plant leaves through a process which is called the transpiration process. So again, what is the function of the two guard cells? Again,
the two guard cells.
Yeah.
I will remember. Minute.
What is the function of the two guard cells? The two guard cells, they control the opening and the closing the stoma, or they control the stoma opening to control the losing of water. Okay?
Okay.
They control the opening and the closing the stoma to save water for the plant. Okay, another question, Mariam.
Okay.
The question says that which of the following is the second class lever? Which of the following is second class lever? Sweet holder, wheelbarrow, seesaw, hockey, pet.
It would be the second class lever.
Yeah.
With wheelbarrow.
Wheelbarrow. Surely, excellent, Mariam. It will be the second class lever. So what about sweet holder?
Sweet holder, it's a third class lever.
Third class lever. Seesaw?
First class lever.
So what about the hockey pad?
Third class lever.
Surely, excellent, Mariam. So I will give you another question.
Okay.
Plugging many machine to one socket may cause
What?
plugging many machine to one socket may cause overload.
Electric overload.
Please, Mariam, concentrate.
Okay.
Read all the choices. I said it before. Electric overload, heating up of wires, fire, A, B, and C.
Electric overload.
Again, Mariam, your answer is right.
It will be A, B,
and C. So your answer is right, although there are two right answers. Okay. So here I have three right answers. So what can I choose, or what I choose? I will choose the last answer, or the last choice, which is A, B, and C. Okay, Mariam, concentrate, please.
Okay.
Okay. Another question, Mariam.
Okay.
In the annular solar eclipse, the moon size appears point the size of the sun. Larger than, smaller than, equal to, more tiny than.
Smaller than.
Larger than?
Yeah. Smaller than.
Smaller than. Surely, excellent, Mariam. Smaller than. So again, Mariam, I'll give you another question. What's meant by osmosis process? What's meant by osmosis process?
Osmosis process.
Yeah. It's a process of transmission of water.
Yes.
Transmission of water molecules from an area of high concentration of water to an area of lower concentration of water. Okay, Mariam?
Okay.
Okay, Mariam, please study hard. You need to study hard. Okay, Mariam?
Okay.
Thank you very much, Mariam. Okay, so now let's back to our revision. The question says that the lunar eclipse occurs in the point of the lunar month, in the middle, in the end, in the beginning, in the first 3 days. Surely it will be the middle of the lunar month, in the middle of the lunar month. Another question. During the start of total lunar eclipse, the color of the moon tends to be what? To be gray, yellow, orange, red. It will tend to be red. And I said before, it tends to be red because some rays are refracted from the Earth's atmosphere, and reach the moon. Again, because some rays are refracted from the Earth's atmosphere, reaching the moon. Another question. Give reason question. First question says that sometimes first class lever saves effort. Sometimes first class lever saves effort. Surely we know we have a very important condition for that lever save effort. What is the condition? Is that effort force arm must be longer than the resistance arm. So if first class lever saves effort, surely it will have this condition. So the answer will be that when the effort force arm is longer than the resistance arm. When the effort force arm is longer than the resistance arm. Another question. The presence of two pieces of lead in the electric lamp. The presence of two pieces of lead in the electric lamp. Surely, why? To connect electricity to the two copper wires, or the copper lead wires. Again, the presence of two pieces of lead in the electric lamp to connect electricity to the two copper and lead wires. And now, let me remind you with the drawing of the electric lamp. Drawing of the electric lamp is very important, but you aren't asked to draw. You are asked only to label the diagram. انت مطلوب منك بس تحط labeling the diagram for the electric lamp, for the solar eclipse, for any drawing at your syllabus. You aren't asked to draw. So let me draw to remind you what is the electric lamp and how can we label it. Okay, here I have the base of the electric lamp, the first part of the electric lamp. Here I have the glass bulb, and here is the tungsten filament, which is a coiled thin wire made of tungsten. There is the tungsten filament, and we know we use tungsten filament because tungsten has high melting point. Also, I have here 2 copper lead wires to carry the tungsten, 2 copper and lead wire. They are made of alloy. هم معمولين من سبيكة اسمها copper and lead wire, like a mixture of copper and lead. Here is I have 2 pieces of lead. Here I have 2 pieces of lead. So I forget here something important, and I know all of you will remind me with this thing I forgot, which is the inert gas. I can point here in a space, in free space. Here is the inert argon gas. Okay, or I can say argon gas at all. Okay, so here is the electric lamp or the light bulb which we use in our daily life, and it's a very important tool. Here is the electric lamp or the light bulb. Electric lamp or the light bulb, which convert also the electric energy into light energy, and also heat energy at the same time. So now let's back to our questions which we have started today, and I think they are very important questions. So I have a question here. It's a question of give reason. Also, you mustn't look directly at the sun during the solar eclipse. You mustn't look directly at the sun during the solar eclipse. Why? Because we know that to protect my eye from blindness, and as we know, the sun here emits harmful radiations such as ultraviolet and infrared radiation. Again, you mustn't look directly at the sun during the solar eclipse to protect my eye from blindness. Another question: what happened if? Okay, the electric lamp contains atmospheric air. What happened if the electric lamp contains atmospheric air? We know atmospheric air contains oxygen gas, but oxygen gas helps in burning. So surely we cannot use the atmospheric air in the electric lamp to avoid burning the filament. So what happens if there is atmospheric air inside the electric lamp? The tungsten filament will burn immediately. The tungsten filament, again, or the filament made of tungsten, will burn immediately because what? Because oxygen, which is found in the atmospheric air, helps in burning. Another question: the filament of the light bulb is made of iron. What happens if I replace the tungsten of filament, or tungsten which is used in filament, to use iron to make a filament? What happens? It will burn immediately. The filament will burn immediately or will melt at high temperature because iron has lower melting point than the tungsten has. Again, because iron has lower melting point than tungsten has. The filament of the light bulb is made of iron. Surely the filament will melt at high temperature. Another question: what happens if a man touches uncovered wires carrying electric current? Surely it will give him electric shock. It will cause, or he will be shocked by an electric shock. So here I have a problem of liver. Problem of liver are very important and easy at the same time, but also we must know how to answer them. Here, if a boy sits on a seesaw, its weight is 250 Newton at a distance about 100 centimeters from the fulcrum, and a girl sits on the other side, her weight is 200 Newton. Calculate the distance suitable to seat this girl to make balance. Okay, first step, as I said before, we must write the law. But before I write the law here, I will imagine how to draw this problem. Here I have a seesaw, okay, and here I have the boy, and here I have the girl. Okay, we can draw with ourselves to answer this problem. نرسم مع بعض to answer the problem of lever. Okay, here is the fulcrum. Okay, here is the boy, and here is the girl. Okay, the boy is 250 Newton, the girl is 200 Newton. The distance between the boy and the fulcrum is all this distance. It will be 100 centimeter, and I want to know the distance of the girl, this distance of the girl, to make balance. So I don't want the distance of the girl. So how can I answer this problem? I can answer this problem by writing the law at first. Effort force by effort force arm equal resistance by resistance arm. Okay, so effort force is what? Effort force is 250 Newton. What about effort force arm? Is 100 centimeter. So I admitted here, okay, I considered here the boy, the weight of the boy is the effort force, and the distance from here, from him, sorry, to the balance is the effort force arm. So what about the weight of the girl? It will be the resistance, and the resistance arm is demanded here. So how can I get the resistance arm? The resistance arm equal what? The resistance arm equal 250 by 100, as we know, divide 200 by calculating them, or by calculator. It will be 0 was 2 zeros. 2 divide 2 equal 125. So it will be 125 centimeter. 125 centimeter to make the balance between the boy and the girl. So I repeat again and again, problems of lever aren't very difficult. They are very easy if you know how to answer them correctly by using the law. So now let's have another problem of lever to practice how to answer the problem of lever. Okay, so the question says that a long uniform metallic bar is hanged from its midpoint. A force of 40 Newton exerts at 5 centimeters. From this midpoint, find the width, which must be hanged at 25 centimeters to make the bar get balanced. So now let me draw this problem at first, then write the law. Okay, look here. I have a long metallic bar, long uniform metallic bar, يعني قضيب معدني كله نفس الثيكنس او السمك. Long metallic uniform metallic bar is hanged from its midpoint. A force of 40 Newton exert at 5 centimeters. Here is 40 Newton exert at what? 5 centimeters. From this midpoint, find the width, which is must be hanged at the other side. Here I have a width. I don't know this width. Hang it at 25 centimeters to make a balance. So I must write the law. Effort force by effort force arm equal resistance by resistance arm. Okay, effort force equal what? Equal 40 Newton. Effort force arm equal what? Equal 5 centimeters. So what about the resistance? I don't have resistance here because the resistance is that the width which must be hanged. Resistance arm will be 25 centimeters. So I want the resistance. How can I get the resistance? The resistance equal what? Equal 40 by 5 divide 25. So divide 5 equal 1, divide 5 equal 5, divide 5 equal 1, divide 40 equal 8. I know all of you use calculator, but I want to answer them without calculator. So it will be 8 what? 8 Newton. 8 Newton, because both effort force and resistance, are measured by unit, which are Newton. Again, effort force and resistance force are measured by Newton. So what about the effort force arm and the resistance arm? They are measured by centimeter or meter. Centimeter or meter. So now another problem of lever, and again I repeat, to answer the problem of lever, you must read it at first, and you can write the law. You can imagine the lever if it needs drawing, and you can answer it by a way which we used in mathematics, which is the cross multiplication problem or cross multiplication method or way, which is very easy, and I'm sure all of you know this method. Okay, so again here another problem. The problem says that the length of the force arm of a crowbar is 100 centimeters and the length of the resistance arm is 15 centimeters. if the value of the resistance equal 400 Newton, calculate the value of the effort force and mention the type of lever. So let me write this problem. Okay, here is the effort force by effort force arm equal resistance by resistance arm. The question says that the length of the force arm, so here is 100 centimeter. Okay, and the length of the resistance arm is 50. Okay, so before I answer the problem, I have a caller from Cairo, Hassan from Cairo. Okay, we lost the call with Hassan, so let's complete this problem. And the value of the resistance is 400 Newton. 400 Newton. So what about the effort force? He said that calculate the value of the effort force and mention the type of lever. Okay, so effort force here equal what? Equal all of this side, 400 by 15 divide 100. So it will be 2 zeros will be outed with 2 zeros. 4 by 15 equal 60. 60 what? 60 Newton. So here I have another question. What is the type of this lever? Okay, concentrate in the first two lines of this question. He said that this is a crowbar, العتلة. It's a first class lever. So the type of this lever, it will be first class lever. Okay, so surely it will be first class lever because he said that it's a crowbar. So now another problem of lever, and I repeat again, problem of lever are very easy if only you know how to answer this problem by writing the law at first, and also by answering the problem by the method which we have used and we have learned in mathematics, which is the cross multiplication problem or cross multiplication way. So in the second class lever, the effort force is 150 Newton. The question says that the length of the force arm is 20 centimeter, resistance arm or the resistance 300 Newton. Calculate the resistance arm. So at first I must write what? I must write the law. Effort force by effort force arm. Equal what? Equal resistance by resistance arm. Okay, so here's the problem. Effort force is what? 150 Newton. Effort force 150 Newton by effort force arm 20 centimeter and the resistance 300 Newton. So what is demanded? Surely the resistance arm will be demanded. The resistance arm. Okay, so how can I get the resistance arm? The resistance arm is what? Is 150 by 20 divide 300. So it will be, I omit 2 zeros with the 2 zeros. Divide 3 equal what? Divide 3 equal 5. 5 by 2 equal 10. 10 what? 10 centimeter as the effort force arm. So here, they're very easy, but please concentrate in them. And you can use your calculator if you want to use it, okay? But please write the law at first and write it correctly. The law says again, effort force by effort force arm equal resistance by resistance arm. Effort force by effort force arm equal resistance by resistance arm. So again, the lever law is very important. We use it in many problems of lever to find the demanded part. بيكون في جزء مفقود in the problem, and there are some problems that need the balance. أحيانا بيكون في problem مش محتاج فيها missed part, جزء مفقود زي effort force أو effort force arm and so on, and I need is this lever balanced or not. So I can answer this problem by lever's law again, and if the right side equal the left side, the lever is balanced. If the right side isn't equal the left side, the lever isn't balanced. So by this problem, I'm afraid we have reached the end of this episode, and I promise you we have another collection of questions next episode inshallah. And now goodbye, see you soon.